What is happening in Syria? What is the state of the minorities in Syria, especially in Sweida? I've told you in the past that there is a small community called the Druze who are similar in their beliefs to Sanatana Dharma, perhaps even Vaishnavite tradition, but it's been a long time and the name itself is given by Muslims to Druze of the name Druze, and it's actually something else. I don't know what the original name is. Be that as it may, these people are now in grave danger for their lives. I have a small slide deck to show you the status of where things are right now, and it's going to tug your heartstrings because many countries are pouring in money, but the money is going to the wrong set of people who are using the wrong methods, and they are trying to essentially do ethnic cleansing. A small request to all of you to please like this video while I show you this slide deck about where things stand as of today.
Biggest gift I think that 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗏𝗏 has given me is a feeling of peace.
Therapists and doctors are doing a wonderful job here.
Save Syria's minorities. Now, Syria consists of many communities: the Kurds, the Alawites, the Sunnis, the Shias, and the Druze community, perhaps a little bit of Christian community also in Syria. All these communities have had an uneasy coexistence under the rule of one dictator or the other, but now as things stand, everything is threatening to come apart at the seams. What is going on? Well, Turkey was the one that installed this terrorist, now suddenly being bestowed legitimacy, and what he is trying to do is trying to wipe out this ethnic minority called the Druze community. What has happened there is that they are close to, if I get my numbers right, there are close to 30 lakh people stuck in Sweida. 30 lakh would be 3 million. 30 lakh would be 3 million. There are 3 million Druze stuck in Sweida, and the way the Syrian army is going about giving food is they are only giving food to satisfy 1 lakh a day. What are they going to do? Are they going to starve? This is the state of affairs right now. It's really, really sad. Many countries want to step up and give aid, like for example, Germany or France or many other affluent Western European nations. But where are they going to give it? Not to the same organizations who are going to just put everything in their pockets and give nothing to this community. And unfortunately, the way Sweida is located, and here is a map of Sweida, the way it is located, you see the place Sweida, that is the main city around which the population is, and it is bordering Jordan and Syria, and it is actually not on contiguous border with Israel. There are other Druze communities that are bordering Israel, which perhaps Israel can annex as a long-term strategy, but this is something that is a little bit far for Israel. To help these Druzes, Israel attacked some critical installations of the Syrian army to make sure that the heavy armor cannot go to this place to wipe out, like for example, bulldoze over localities and kill people. That has not happened, but this kind of starvation just tugs at the heart of the soul. Not only that, there are close to 12.5 to 13,000 criminals who have been enlisted into the Syrian army. So the Syrian army is not really somebody who is a professional fighting force anymore. These are criminals with a lot of deaths, murders under their belt, and some of them are being let loose in Sweida. What did this poor community do? I mean, they have everything, but right now what I'm told is they don't have power, which means there's no internet, there's no electricity, there's nothing they can do there which can make them to be self-sufficient in their livelihood. And so basically they are completely dependent on people giving them food supplies from outside. And how will food reach them if the avenues are blocked off by the very army that wants to annihilate them? So this is a huge problem that is coming up here, but this is not being highlighted enough in the global media. For example, in 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗏 in Sweida on 28 July, there was a protest to highlight the problems they are facing, and then there was one more a global campaign progress rally. This took place in various affected towns of the Sweida province. There was also one more that took place in another area around this. So I can tell you that inside Sweida, people are now organizing themselves together to show their plight. But what is the world going to do about it? How much more time will they wait before they can step in and have an effective way to protect these people, as well as to make sure that they don't die of hunger? That is a really, really huge problem. So who are the Druzes? This is something that I had covered in the past. I just want to reiterate, the Druzes are an ethno-religious group that includes aspects of Hinduism in their faith, just like the Yazdis. They are a minority group that live in several countries, including Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. They are monotheistic. That means they believe in Parabrahma, or the supreme God, and they also believe in reincarnation. Here are the areas where the Druzes can be found. You can see in Israel itself there are two places, Carmel and Galilee, where you will find some Druzes. But not only that, they are located in Lebanon, they are located in two parts in Syria, and the biggest one, which is the community we are talking about, 3 million strong Druzes. These are along the border of Jordan and Syria, and that's what Syrian army is targeting. So one can ask the question, why the heck are everybody, including President Trump, going and shaking hands with this scoundrel and bestowing the legitimacy? Well, everybody is thinking, in my opinion, that they can use this to wage war against Iran, essentially employ the same tactics that Iran used to fight Israel by promoting the 3 H's. So there are also internal rivalries going on. For example, it is believed that MBS, that is Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, has donated much more money there than even the Turks have done. And that means because they want to not have the Turks the complete freedom of what happens in Syria. So you have Turkish stake here, there is the KSA stake, there's also the stake of United States, which wants to have the oil that is available in Syria. Then there are the other communities, such as the people at the top, who I am talking about, the Kurds, Kurdistan, which they dream of, comprising of parts of Turkey, Iran, Iraq. All these 3 countries, and Syria, 4 countries. Everything is, according to them, Kurdistan. So that's another one. And plus the big enchilada, which is Israel. What is Israel going to do? So far, Jordan hasn't done anything yet, but there are some Druzes inside Jordan too. Like, for example, I can show you here. There are some, you can see the green area that expands into Jordan. So there are some in this area also. So what's Jordan going to do about it? And the access for giving them humanitarian aid, how is that going to be made? All these are questions that refuse to go away. Let's wait and see how this plays out. And I'm not so sure that from Syria, these countries can actually cripple Iran. Let's wait and see. This is my own observations, because Iraq, for all practical purposes, is also Iran, save the installations of US and some parts that are being controlled by the Kurds. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.